If you're shopping for an electric car, hybrid, or a plug-in hybrid, you may have heard the term regenerative braking, but what does that really mean? It's really part of two different systems in an electric car or a hybrid. Here's what it does. First, as the name implies, it's related to stopping or slowing the vehicle down. Second, it's related to the charging system that helps determine the overall driving range of the car. Regenerative braking recaptures energy that would normally be lost if the car were to be slowed or stopped using traditional brakes only. For example, this is the new Hyundai Ioniq 5 and this is the Volvo XC60 T8. Both use regenerative braking, but both use it in a slightly different way. In a gasoline-powered car like this one, the brakes work the same way they've worked on nearly every other car for about 40 years. Pads grab onto a disc and use friction to slow it or bring it to a stop. Now these pads grab onto this metal disc right here, and when they do that, that generates energy. As those pads rub against the metal disc, energy is generated. That energy is dispersed in the form of heat. That's why your brakes are hot after driving even a short distance. In an electric car, regenerative brakes capture some of that energy and add it back to the battery to help increase range. But regenerative brakes are more than just the typical friction-based braking system. In an electric car or hybrid, an electric motor or motors moves the car forward. However, that motor also serves as a generator. In an electric car, when the driver lifts their foot off the accelerator, the electric motor can run in reverse, working to generate electricity. This helps recapture some of the kinetic energy usually lost in braking and turns it back into electricity. Of course, electric cars and hybrids still have traditional friction-based brakes too, so not all of the energy lost in braking is recaptured. Different brands and models of cars are built and engineered differently, so the regenerative systems are different as well. For example, in this plug-in hybrid Volvo, the system is in use whenever the car is coasting or coming to a stop. However, the driver can add even more resistance and therefore recapture even more kinetic energy by shifting into the B position. B stands for brake or braking. This slows the vehicle more aggressively even if the driver isn't pushing the brake pedal. Hyundai's take on regenerative braking is a little different from Volvo's, although the principle is the same. In this Hyundai, like in the Volvo, the level of regenerative braking is progressive and can be chosen by the driver. In the Hyundai, there are paddles just behind the steering wheel. This allows the driver to add or subtract resistance from the electric motor. There's even a feature called one-pedal drive. When you engage one-pedal drive, you can, for the most part, drive around town using only the accelerator. Lift your foot off the accelerator and the car slows to a stop. You only need to use the brake pedal for quick stops or emergency situations. Ultimately, regenerative braking can help you get more driving range out of your hybrid or electric vehicle. And since it's also used on gas-electric hybrids, regenerative braking can also help reduce carbon emissions.